How to Stay Sane in a World That Never Switches Off. A philosophical exploration through Stoicism, Zen Buddhism, and the Bhagavad Gita. You wake up to the constant buzzing of your phone, breaking the morning silence, much like an alarm. As you groggily swipe across the nightstand, you look at the screen and your heart sinks. There are 15 notifications begging for your attention, with an overwhelming mix of messages, reminders, and alerts. Among them, 5 news notifications demand your focus, each headline more alarming than the last, alongside 3 apps that urgently call for you to engage with their never-ending updates. By the time you wander into the bathroom to brush your teeth, you've already stepped onto a battlefield, battling invisible skirmishes, alerts requiring quick responses, opinions vying for your acknowledgement, and a flood of information trying to establish significance in your life. Navigating this digital chaos, you grapple with anxiety that grows with every beep and vibration. Welcome to the dopamine battlefield, where the thrill of excitement is always tempting, yet just out of reach. This is a world that never slows down, bombarding you with a non-stop flow of notifications, like a tide washing over you, leaving little space for genuine thought or reflection. Here, life demands constant scrolling, and an unending hustle that feels like a race without a finish line, and an obligation to react to everything that intrudes upon your mind. Deep in this chaotic sea, you might hear a faint voice saying, "I can't breathe." It's like a reminder of your humanity, like a plea for the peace that seems lost in your daily life. This isn't just regular stress or the typical busyness of life. It's a deeper exhaustion that touches your very soul. Your spirit longs for a break from this constant barrage of information and expectations, aching for stillness that allows for genuine connection and self-reflection. So, the pressing question arises: how do we maintain our sanity in a world designed to drain us? How do we protect our delicate spirits from a culture that often values productivity over well-being and social validation over authenticity? The answers may seem overwhelming, but reclaiming your life might begin with conscious choices, purposely carving out moments of silence, setting boundaries around technology, and nurturing parts of yourself often neglected amid the noise. In this chaotic setting, the quest to safeguard your sanity can become a powerful act of self-care, a declaration of your right to live peacefully and purposefully. Everything around you is crafted to capture your attention, often in ways that feel irresistible. Think about the infinite scroll beckoning you to keep swiping, as if every flick of your thumb will reveal something groundbreaking. Those red notification dots relentlessly urge you to check your phone and engage with whatever comes next, creating a subtle yet constant undercurrent of anxiety. Then there's the pull of just one more episode, which entices you to chase the next part of your favorite series, leading you to lose track of time and possibly neglect important aspects of life. Each time you give in to these distractions, your brain is flooded with dopamine. It's a kind of rush that feels good but is fleeting. Your mind grows more addicted to the thrill of novelty, eager for stimulation that offers short bursts of satisfaction. Yet we must confront an uncomfortable truth. The cost of this unending stimulation is significant. Stillness that was once a source of comfort now feels painful and discomforting. Focus, it's an important skill that's once cultivated, becomes elusive. Genuine joy, once rich, may feel hollow, reduced to a mere echo of its former self. But rest assured, you are not broken. You belong to a generation overwhelmed by stimulation. We are surrounded by distractions that bombard our senses, leaving us spiritually starved even as we're filled with noise. Living in a state of mental hunger, saturated with superficial stimuli yet deprived of tranquility, that makes it difficult to simply sit with ourselves. The art of deep thinking, of truly feeling, and of being present seems obscured and nearly lost. Without the refuge of silence for pausing and reflecting, the soul begins to suffocate under constant distraction. We yearn for quiet, not as a luxury, but as a necessary element for well-being. In this chaotic atmosphere, it's vital to seek moments of stillness, reclaiming our ability for genuine thought, true feelings, and authentic existence. In this calm, our true selves can emerge. The Stoics, an ancient school of thought originating in ancient Greece and later popularized in Rome, faced their own chaotic struggles, plagues, wars, and exiles. Yet despite such challenges, they developed a remarkable skill, the ability to manage what they could while letting go of what was beyond their control. One notable Stoic, Epictetus, famously stated, "It's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them." This expresses a core Stoic idea that emotional turmoil often arises not from external events, but from how we interpret them. When chaos swirls around us, Stoicism teaches that the most critical struggle we face lies not in external circumstances, but within our minds and hearts. In this chaotic world, we may not control the noise, we may not control the societal expectations, technological distractions, or upheaving global events, but we can choose how we respond. We can decide to engage with the dissonance or flow gracefully through it, asserting our agency in a world that often feels uncontrollable. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher, encapsulated this wisdom in his Meditations. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This reveals a profound truth. True power comes from understanding that while the world spins with uncertainty, our inner selves remain under our control. In modern life, finding that strength often means resisting the tempting pull of instant gratification. It requires a conscious choice to value depth over distraction, cultivating awareness instead of living on autopilot, mindlessly reacting to life as it unfolds. We constantly face chances to indulge in fleeting pleasures, yet Stoicism encourages us to rise above such temptations. Ultimately, we need not control the unpredictable external world filled with chaos. True personal power resides in mastering our reactions to what surrounds us. By choosing how we perceive our experiences, we reclaim our strength and independence in life's challenges. That's where true power and freedom lie, within our minds. Through this practice, we cultivate resilience, discovering stability amid turmoil, and shaping our responses into the essence of our character. In the end, it's not the events that define us, but our ability to adapt and respond wisely in a changing world. If Stoicism focuses on mastering responses to external events, Zen Buddhism takes it further by teaching how to dissolve the need to respond at all. Zen encourages embracing a state of being that releases attachment to responses. Zen Buddhism promotes living fully in the moment without clinging to outcomes or desires. It inspires actions that arise naturally and free from obsession. Awareness is developed as a deep state of being, detached from the grasping often tied to our thoughts and feelings. Imagine a Zen monk calmly seated beside a powerful waterfall. The thunderous sound surrounds him, yet within his mind there's only profound silence. This contrast beautifully illustrates Zen philosophy. Amid chaos, one can cultivate inner peace. Zen gives us a clear insight. Let thoughts come and go, just don't serve them tea. This highlights the transient nature of thoughts, inviting us to observe without getting tangled in them. When life feels overwhelming, rather than struggling against chaos or chasing after fleeting peace, Zen encourages us to let life flow around us like a river. This image reminds us not to resist the chaos, rather we can allow it to pass, learning it's not something to fear. In our world, often defined by notifications and busyness, Zen urges us to look beyond superficial labels. Your identity is not tied solely to social media or your hectic lifestyle. At your core, you're the awareness observing everything that unfolds. You are the quiet watcher, the still point amidst the storm. Embracing this perspective opens a path to inner peace and clarity, helping you face life's challenges with grace. The ancient text of Bhagavad Gita offers a powerful lesson to combat modern life's chaos, the idea of detachment from results of our work. In a world where seeking external validation has become the norm, this teaching feels especially relevant. Krishna, the divine charioteer, tells the warrior Arjuna with great clarity, "You have a right to your actions, but not to the fruits of your actions." This statement is revolutionary in today's world, obsessed with metrics, where we often measure our worth by social media likes, views, or wealth. Here, the Gita's wisdom serves as a vital reminder of the importance of the action itself, regardless of the outcomes we might desire. As you face life's challenges, whether in your job, relationships, or personal goals, engage fully in what you're doing. Embrace each day as it comes, focusing on actions that matter to you, not for any anticipated reward, but simply because they feel right. Understanding true detachment is important. It doesn't mean apathy or indifference. Instead, it represents real freedom, the freedom to act wholeheartedly without being bound by societal expectations of success or failure. With this mindset, you can invest fully in your efforts without the weight of potential outcomes dragging you down. Letting go of the need for results allows you to experience life more richly. You stop defining your worth by successes or failures and begin to value the journey, the growth, and the lessons in everything you do. By releasing the desire for validation from the outside world, you start living a more meaningful life, the life that celebrates the process rather than fixating on the destination. The wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita leads you to find peace, purpose, and joy in the mere act of living. The world will not slow down for your convenience. It continues buzzing, scrolling through life's feeds, and pushing you forward with an exhausting current. It urges you to engage, compete, and consume more and more. But amidst this whirlwind, you have a powerful choice. You can decide to slow down for yourself. In a world that often equates speed with success, you have the option to embrace a quieter strength. You can intentionally curate your existence to encompass a smaller circle of influence, to those people and experiences that truly nurture your spirit. You can take a moment to pause, exhale, and draw in a deeper breath, allowing yourself the space to reconnect with your inner calm. Stoicism teaches us the wisdom of controlling our mind rather than attempting to manage the chaos of the world around us. It reminds us that we have the ability to cultivate an internal fortress of tranquility despite external turmoil. Zen philosophy encourages us to find the stillness that exists beneath the cacophony of life, inviting us to be the silent observer amid the noise. And the Bhagavad Gita offers profound insights, stating that we should act with intention, but refrain from becoming attached to the outcomes, freeing us from the tyranny of desire. You don't need to engage in the relentless competition for fleeting moments of pleasure and external validation, what can be described as the dopamine war. Instead, you can choose to step back and reclaim your energy, ceasing to engage in battles that do not serve your purpose or align with your values. So if you're ready to shift your focus from mere reaction to authentic presence, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to communities and ideas that encourage this transformational journey. This is a call to action, urging you to stop merely reacting to life's demands and begin truly being present in your own existence. In a world that seems eternally plugged in and never willing to switch off, embracing a state of sanity, peace, and intentionality becomes the ultimate act of rebellion. It is a courageous decision to slow down, reflect, and prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. It's an assertion that in doing so, you are reclaiming your life one mindful moment at a time.